Welcome everybody back to Retro Pokemon TCG. For today's video, we're going over 2011 World's Championship decks. So today we got a rematch from the Masters Division. We have Chris with Twinboar, and then me with The Truth. The Truth will set me free, hopefully. We'll find out if that is possible or not. So the first things first, with the 2011 format. So what it is, we have to set up first before we do the coin flip.
Yep. Which we were also supposed to do for 2012, but it's okay.
You know, we live and learn.
So now it's kind of interesting because you might want to bench more stuff if you're don't know if you're going first or second and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is very true.
And what you want to pick as your starter.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I haven't played these decks in so long. Okay. All right. Do you want to do the prizes before we do the coin flip?
Yeah, you do your prizes first. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. Before we do the awesome coin flips, make sure these are right in the center. Okay. And one thing you might notice about these cards too, they have the gray silver border on them. We're actually playing with the cards from the World Championship. What do you call it? The actual
decks that they print afterwards.
Yeah, after the World Championship.
They're kind of like promo decks.
Yeah, except you cannot play these in any legal tournament sanctioned by Pokemon. So you might be disappointed we don't have the real actual cards, and I say cards are expensive.
Yeah.
Especially when we get down to like 2006.
7, yeah.
7.
Where Evolution EXs are a couple $100 a piece or whatever.
And then you got like the Mew Gold Star and just stuff like that. That's like insanely expensive. So yeah, I try to go to cheaper option. All right, so now
do we flip our Pokemon over first?
I don't think so.
It doesn't matter, I guess.
Well, yeah, because you call the coin flip and the winner of the coin flip has to go first. So I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I will call heads.
Okay.
It's tails.
Okay.
Darn it.
So I'm going first.
Yep, you have to go first.
All right. Let's draw. I will Pokemon Communications, reveal a Pokemon in my hand and put it on top of my deck. If I do, search the deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into my hand. Shuffle the deck afterwards. So that card has been reprinted
multiple times
in Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield now. So.
Yeah, I believe it was originally in the Heart Gold Soul Silver era.
Yes.
I believe was the first one. And then, yeah, it's currently, it just got rotated out of our standard format. The rules of Pokemon Communication did change a little bit with the Sun and Moon version. There you can put the Pokemon in and then fail search, which I did not understand.
I know. Open theory.
Okay. But yeah, with this one, when you put the Pokemon in, if there was no other option, you had to take that Pokemon out. Which
is what makes sense.
It makes sense, but then when you put the Pokemon in the deck, then it's not common knowledge. Not common knowledge, if you can see my quotation marks. Or not quotation. Yeah, quotation. I can't think.
So 2011 just barely had some black and white stuff in it.
Yeah, I think the cards mainly seen were like Pokemon Communication. There was Professor Juniper. There was, you'll see later, but Reuniclus. There was Emboar, Reshiram, Zekrom. But we will talk about those cards as we go on.
I will attach an energy to Reshiram. And I will Eek.
What a great attack name.
I will shuffle my hand in my deck, draw 6. So it's another Professor Oakson theory. And Cleffa is now asleep. And it has a poke body that says, as long as Cleffa is asleep, prevent all damage done to this Cleffa by attacks.
Yeah, that was the one thing with baby Pokemon. They all had that Pokebody. When they were asleep, you couldn't, you can't knock it out with damage. But if you happen to wake up between turns, then I can attack you.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, they all had the
Sweet Sleeping Face, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they all had a colorless attack, I believe.
No energy attack.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
No energy attack.
Mhm.
You can kind of see by the lack of
An energy symbol, yeah.
Yeah, lack of. There's nothing there. It's a shadow.
Yeah. So I'll see if I wake up.
And
I don't.
Not.
Which could be a double-edged sword because I might not be able to do anything next turn.
Yeah, the only way you can retreat Clefra is, or you got to switch it out.
Yep.
Not retreat. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, this does play to switch, so.
Yeah, switch or something else. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Pokemon Collector. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon, show them to your opponent, and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards.
So a better Bridget.
Yeah, because you just put them into your hand and not your bench.
Mm-hmm. And you can grab anything you want. Not that there's like EX. Well, no, there weren't any EXs when that was legal. Yeah.
Could you grab 2 parts of the Pokemon Legend?
I think so. I think they're basics.
I don't know if they counted as basics.
Yeah.
They just counted as Legend.
Okay.
So that is kind of an interesting ruling. I have no idea, actually. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to grab... How do I want to do this? I'm going to grab Oddish, Solosis, and Fampi.
Mm-hmm. And this is an era where most decks, well, I think most decks only played the one Legends card, and that was the only way to take 2 prizes.
Yeah, I think you only could you only play 1 Legend?
Well, you could only play 1 copy of each Legend, half, I know that.
Okay. Alrighty then.
But I would assume you could play multiples of, if you had 2 different ones you wanted to play.
Right. So I'll just bench all 3 of them while I'm at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll attach a Fighting Energy to Fampi here. And then what I will do is I will use Pichu's attack Playground. Each player may search his or her deck for as many basic Pokemon as he or she likes, put them onto his or her bench, and shuffle the deck afterwards. Pichu is now asleep.
Okay.
So I search, look for all your basics. So here I don't think you could search for Suicune Legend. Yeah, because
right.
we established it's a legend, not a basic. Oh, this one makes me so sad. Oh man, I might be really sad actually. Oh, one of those is prize. That makes me happy.
That's the problem with running like 2 different stage 1s and
2 different stage 2s.
Yeah, something's going to be prized.
Yeah, and I'm not very happy about that. A lot of stuff here is prized, and I'm not liking it.
It's kind of, your deck is kind of similar to the Salvor, Trevenant or Gothitelle kind of deck, where it has so many different Pokemon in it. The Dusknoir, the pieces could be prized. That messes with your game plan.
Yeah, there's a couple of pieces prized that I'm not liking. What did you choose?
You were supposed to do it first.
Yeah, I was supposed to do it first. All right, I'm going to grab Chansey and a Zekrom.
Okay. I'm going to take my point.
That is fair.
Yeah, I was surprised when I opened up my hand and I had all these basic Pokemon. I was like, okay.
Right.
Because I had a collector in my hand as well. But I didn't need to play it.
Yep. And now we both roll for sleep.
Yep.
All right, I'll go first. I awake.
Okay.
And
I stay asleep.
So you can't attack.
Right.
And you can't retreat.
I Draw.
So no eking for you.
I know, it's kind of unfortunate.
I think most of these baby Pokemon too had a free retreat cost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Tyrogue did, but I'm not 100% sure. Something tells me that it didn't have a free retreat cost, but I could be wrong.
Jeez. I don't think I want to play any of these cards. I think I might just pass.
Oof.
I know.
Okay. That is interesting.
I'm going to attach an energy, at least. And I'm going to pass.
Okay, flip for sleep.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Okay. I will draw.
It's okay, I can take my time, I think. Unless you just rare candy Vileplume.
Oh, man, I wish I could. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to play Sage's Training. I look at the top 5 cards of my deck, choose any 2 cards I find in there, put them into my hand, discard the other cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Could be kind of risky.
Yeah. Oof. Like actual oof. This is ouch.
And I don't get to see what you get put in your hand, I just get to see what you discard.
Right. This is a big oof. Because I think I have to keep that and that.
Okay.
I think. Sure.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Pokemon,
Yep.
Duosion. So let's see what I get here. Okay, I'm actually going to get a Gloom.
Okay.
Like,
There's no more Pokemon catchers, so that Gloom is
gonna stay there.
yeah.
Playground.
Okay.
Fail to find.
Yeah.
Do you want to look?
It says you may. So.
Oh, may.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I searched and I don't want anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess I gotta put them into my hand. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking Pokemon Collector.
Yeah, that's Collector.
Oh, well, I just figured put it asleep. You can't hurt it.
All right, see if you wake up first.
Nope.
I'm going to use my Metagross coin. Nope. Dang it.
This is turning out to be a very slow game, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean, I can take all the time here. I almost got 2 stage shoes in play. Almost.
Yeah.
So,
Cash. Really don't want to do these things.
I might be forcing your hand, though.
I know.
I got my Donphan. I almost got my Reuniclus. Almost got a Vileplume. Yeah, might as well play those trainer cards now. Because next turn you might not be able to.
It just says trainer cards, correct? For
It does say trainer cards.
So I can play supporters.
Supporters are not trainer cards.
Okay.
I even think Juniper is not considered a supporter, is it?
It does say trainer on it.
It does, so
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
So I'm going to Pokecom with that junk arm, put that back into the deck.
And search for, I don't know, maybe Pignite or Magneton.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's, do you want the draw power or do you want to attach his main energy? Because that Magnezone Prime, that's
And I only played one Magneton and one Pigmite, so I'm just gonna put that down.
Yeah, so it basically comes down to how. Yeah, it's really. You need the draw power or do you want the energy power?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I'll pass again.
All right. You wake up and I will pass. I do not wake up.
Okay.
Draw.
It's fine with me. I'm sure you play Switch, but...
Do I? No.
Okay.
No. But this is, I guess, what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Evolve to Vileplume. The Pokebody on Vileplume says each player cannot play any trainer cards from his or her hand.
Reminiscent of Dark Vileplume from Team Rocket.
Yep. Also, if you remember, there's a Vileplume in the X and Y.
Ancient Origins.
Is it Ancient Origins?
Yeah. That one was just item cards, though.
Yeah, so not as bad, but still toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So Vileplume has these nasty abilities. Pokebodies, Pokepowers, etc., etc. We did not talk about Donphan's Pokebody. Any damage done to Donphan by attacks is reduced by 20.
Yeah.
So
Blue Flare does not knock you out.
No, it does not. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think I'm gonna have to pass my turn.
Okay.
And I wake up.
All right. So we're both awake now.
Yay!
Draw for turn. Well, that's a pretty good top deck.
Jeez. Okay.
And I will use Magnezone Prime's Poke Power. Magnetic Draw. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. This power can be used effect by special condition. So, 1, 2, 3,
It's essentially
4.
Crobat V's ability.
Yep, but once per turn.
Well, Crobat V you can only use once per turn, but this you can stack Magnezones.
It stays in play, yeah.
Yeah. Magnezone Prime is probably one of my favorite cards of all time. It's got a good Pokemon power. It's got a good attack.
Yep, it does.
It's really good.
Yeah, so the attack is lost burn 50 times. Put as many energy cards attached to your Pokemon as you like into the lost zone, which is the prize cards, not the discard pile. And does 50 damage for each energy put into the lost zone this way. So it's kind of like the Blacephalon GX.
Mind blown?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a similar attack, but it was fire energy only.
Yep.
And it was...
Was it?
I think it was any of your energy.
I think it is anywhere.
Yeah.
I think that is right. So yeah, very reminiscent of the Blacephalon GX.
Okay, free retreat with Cleffa.
Oh no, you're gonna knock out my Pichu?
Mm-hmm.
Pichu!
And I'm going to Blue Flare, and I have to discard 2 fire energies.
Ouch. Okay. So
For 1 prize card.
right for 1 prize card. Ouch. Okay. I think I'm gonna start to do things now. I'm gonna put Donphan up in the active. I draw. So guess what I'm gonna do? Suicune Entei Legend.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the cards I had from the what was it? The Sage's Training.
Oh,
that was one of them. The other one was a Vileplume.
Oh yeah, those you had to take those.
Yeah, I kind of have to. So when you get the 2 halves of the Legend cards, you can only play them together on the bench. You can't play them one at a time. They count as 2 prize cards. I think we talked about this earlier. Yeah, they have multiple attacks, which you will see in the V Union Pokemon that are coming out.
Yeah.
Either or. So yeah, I will attach my Fire Energy to Suicune Entei Legend. For a Fire and 2 colorless energy, does 80 and defending Pokemon is now burnt. Meh. For 2 water and a colorless Torrent Blaze, return 2 water energy attached to Suicune Entei Legend to your hand. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This attack does 100 damage to that Pokemon. So it can snipe.
And it's also a dual type, too.
Yeah, it's a dual type. It's also got 2 different weaknesses.
Yes, I see that, yeah.
So,
Magnezone could.
Magnezone can knock it out, like, bad.
Yeah.
Like, there were like 2
2
energy. 2 energy. It's done.
Yep.
So, probably not the smartest thing to play that, but we want to show the cards.
Again, there's no, like, gust of winds.
There's no gust of winds. There's not too much here.
Yours is the only way of hitting bench, so.
Right. All right. So I'm going to use Donphan's Earthquake. It'll do 60 damage to you. And then it does 10 damage to each of my benched Pokemon.
But why would you want to damage your own Pokemon?
Well, I don't have it set up yet. But you want to move the damage with the Reuniclus, which hopefully we will get to in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will move it all into one Pokemon with no energy, evolve into Blissey Prime, and then it gets rid of all the damage.
Yep.
Besides 1 energy for 60, it's actually pretty good.
Draw. There was another Donphan. It's the spinning turn.
Yeah.
From Black and White.
Mm-hmm. It was. Man, I want to say it was like Bounty's Cross or something, but it could be something. It could be later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it did for 1 energy. Was it 60? I can't remember. It might have been 40 or 50.
Yeah, but there were so many damage additives you could do, and.
Yeah, I don't remember 100%, but yeah, then it goes to the bench. You put up like Robo Substitute or something that they don't want to hit into or they can't knock out.
Or it turns off their abilities or items or something like that.
Yeah. You could. They actually paired it with Rayquaza, Zekrom, so that way it does more damage when with the Outrage.
This is a Reshiram.
Reshiram, sorry. Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem.
Yeah. So you can hit for weakness on whatever because they have a colorless attack.
Right.
Well, I can't do anything currently. I guess I'm gonna play a Pokemon Collector.
I guess thin's the deck out? Yeah, I'm not loving the card in my hand right now. But yeah,
I don't think I'm gonna get my hand down far enough to be able to draw more cards off Magnezone anytime soon. So yeah, I might as well just pull whatever out.
Right. Can't play trainer cards, so I just don't know.
Yep. Take 2 Tepegs then.
Yeah, the truth likes to slow down the game and be like, you can't do anything. I can somewhat do stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna beat you that way with Donphan. And I'm gonna Earthquake all you. I do love the art on these Prime cards. They're great. Just great close-up looks on these Pokemon. Just great.
Yeah, then I will pass.
Okay, I'll draw. Okay. So I just drew the top deck of all top decks. This is so good. So I'm going to play Twins.
Yep.
You may use this card only if you have more prize cards left than your opponent, 6 to 5. Search your deck for any 2 cards, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. So any 2 cards. This is game changing.
It reminds me of Teammates, but you can only play that after something was knocked out.
Right. You good there?
Yeah.
So this is... And put them into my hand so I don't have to show you.
Nope.
And we did talk about the stadiums not being trainer cards, right? That was an official rule.
Yes.
So I am going to grab 2 cards. I think you might know which 2 cards I'm grabbing. Sadly, I would love to attack, but I think I might be safe here. I think. But one of the 2 cards, well, I guess this is in my hand too.
Yeah.
I grabbed Reuniclus.
Okay.
So I'm going to start to move some damage.
So Reuniclus is kind of like Dusknoir, but for your Pokemon only.
Yes.
You move around your damage counters any way you like.
Yeah, Dusknoir was on the opponent.
Yep.
Maybe I'm not going to play any abilities right now. The other card I grabbed was Tropical Beach. Like we said, it just counts as a stadium, not a trainer in the official rules. Do I attack or do I just Tropical Beach? That's the question. I think I'm gonna Beach.
Okay.
I want to get more cards in my hand. So Tropical Beach. We did talk about Beach, right?
Yes.
Well, that player may draw cards until he or she has 7 cards in their hand, but their turn ends. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that was poop.
Yeah, Tropical Beach was printed as a Worlds promo for 2011 and 2012.
Yep.
So this was the first time you could play it.
Yep. And that was the only way you can get your hands on Tropical Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone sold it on eBay.
Right.
But, yeah, if you had 4 Tropical Beach, you were good.
Okay. I will attach return, and I will outrage for 60 because it does 20 plus, 10 more for each damage counter on me, and you do 20 less. So.
Yep. So we will do that. 60, and then I will draw. Man, that Donphan has a huge retreat cost.
It's just like Terrakion last week, where 4 retreat cost.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
You said you didn't play Switch, huh?
No, there's no Switch in this deck. There is Seeker.
Oh, that's from the bench, though.
Yeah, that's only from the bench. So that's something.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm gonna do. 40. Oh man, how do I want to play this? I'm going to attach Rainbow to Suicune Entei Legend. Take my 1 damage for attaching Rainbow.
Okay. And then that's the one that does 100 damage. Only takes 2 energy, right?
Yeah, the one that does 100 damage, it's 3 energy, but 2 have to be water.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That's what it is. But 3 for 80, and then they're burned.
And then burns, yeah.
So it's 100.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So either way.
Yeah, because at this time you didn't. Or no, it's not automatic if you take burn damage. They changed it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
You flip to see if it heals first, and then you take the damage.
Yeah.
So it's a 50% chance to take 2 damage counters, I believe. Yeah.
That could be right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, now I'm debating if I leave the damage on Donphan or take it off, but I think I have to take it off. Because Blue Flare does 120, but 100 after that. So I'm going to take with Reuniclus's damage swap, I'm going to put it on Zekrom.
Okay.
I think that's a safe place for that. And then, man, I'd love to play Sage's Training, but I just don't know what I'm going to get. But we'll be safe. We are going to Earthquake for 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then 1 damage to all of my little buddies.
Also, during this time, there's no hand disruption. There's no N anymore.
No N, no Marnie, no.
Oh, there's Judge.
There's Judge.
There's
I
Judge.
think that's it.
Yeah, but neither one of us play it.
No. I think we will see Judge later, though.
Yeah, I think that's the other 2011 deck.
I think that's in Magnezone, where there's 3 copies of Judge. I should know. I looked at the deck earlier and noticed I was missing a Judge.
Okay, so I drew.
Well, at least for Reshiram, you can do 120 without putting another energy on it.
Yes. I'm going to play another Pokemon Collector.
Because why not?
Just to really double check that there's no more basics in here. Okay.
Okay. I just love the Heart Gold Soul Silver arts.
Yeah.
Just that border is just so.
Yeah, and in these world ones, it's a yellow and white one around the border as well. It's kind of like faded.
Yeah, faded, the kind of old school kind of style, like. just ancient. I don't know.
Yeah,
it just looks so cool.
Yeah, the portraits even.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will outrage for the knockout because it's 20 plus 100.
Oh, it's 20 plus. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will do that. So I just need to do 10 damage to knock you out. That's that is hilarious. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up. Oh, I want to put up Zekrom. Yeah, I'm going to put up Zekrom. Draw a card. I did draw the double colorless.
Okay.
Okay, then I think I have to try and find the Blissey Prime. So I'm going to go Sage's Training. Again, look at the top 5. Okay, and I keep 2. Well, it's not a hard decision, but it's... I keep those 2. I discard a Solosis, Gloom, and a Pokemon Communication.
Okay.
So, the Blissey... Because I can't play Pokemon Communication.
Right, yeah.
Poop. That's exactly what that is. It's poop. Okay, I'm going to move some damage stuff around. I'm trying to think if you do any bench damage. I don't think you do. 60, 70, 80. I'll put this 20 damage onto a Uniclus because I only need 20 damage to knock you out. Right?
You only need 10, so
10, but
outrage with no damage counters on it still knocks me out. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, that's what I will do. I will outrage for the knockout.
Could have attacked me with a Chansey if you really wanted to.
I could have, but I want the energy on Zekrom.
Draw. Bench another Tempig.
Okay.
And I am going to eek because this hand is useless.
That is fair. I have not seen a Pig Knight. Oh man, if your Pig Knight's prized.
No, it's in there. I saw it. Yeah.
Okay. This was a versatile game.
But the problem is, if I put down a Pig Knight, you can just knock it out with your Suicune Entei.
That is true. And I mean, I just wait until you put up a Pig Knight, and then I just go in with Suicune Entei. Your sleep,
yes,
sir. And then flip for sleepy time. And you're still sleepy.
Okay.
So I will draw.
Maybe this is just the play. Just wait. Stay asleep, Cleffa, until we get an Emboar out.
Okay, I will attach per turn the Rainbow Energy. So that goes up to 4 damage now.
Yeah.
Now I gotta think here, 67. Man, oh man, what do I want to do? I think I'm gonna have to play Oak's New Theory.
Okay.
Because even if my hand is still at 6, I got Tropical Beach to work with. I'm literally right now just looking for the Blissey.
Yes. Can you knock something out with Uniclus? Knock one of your own Pokemon out?
It does not say that I cannot.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about me not knocking it out or knocking it out, so. So I assume I can knock something out, then maybe put myself at a prize disadvantage to use Twins.
Right. Yeah.
So
exactly.
that's definitely a play. 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are cards. I'm glad these are cards. Man, I could really use an Elms training method right now.
Yeah, do you play one?
No, I doubt it. No.
That must be the Reshiram one then.
It could be. Can I outrage for nothing?
Yeah. You absolutely can, yeah.
I could, but I'm just gonna beach for one.
Okay.
Are my Blissies prized?
Alright.
Oh, it's one Blissey.
Okay, so I wake up.
Maybe my Blissey is prized.
Draw.
That would suck. Like, a lot. But
let's attach just to threaten that thing if it ever comes up.
fair. No, you cannot play items or trainers, sir.
Fine, I'll just eek again, okay?
I'm just gonna eek. No more eeking.
Well, if I could get my Pigmite and an Embor, and be okay.
No, I'm not going to allow that.
Oh, I guess I could have drew one extra card off. No, I didn't play enough. Yeah. I drew one for turn, and then I played one energy. I couldn't magnetic draw.
No, you could have beached.
Yeah,
But
that's 6 new cards is better.
that's
Off of that hand. And that way there's a chance my Cleffa survives.
it does. No draw. You know, what are these cards? They're a bunch of poop right now. Alright, I just want to see if it's in here. Twins.
Okay.
That answers that question. That answers that question. So I got my 2 cards.
Yep. I have no idea how they finished games in like 75 minutes for Masters Championships.
Right, this one game is going to take 75 minutes. I will outrage for nothing
Okay.
because it doesn't pay for me to beach.
I wake up.
So you can pick again.
Yep. Attach for turn.
Just stalling.
And I will eat.
Stop it. Let us play a game.
It's not fair right now, okay? I'm not playing trainers.
You're not fair. Hey, I prevent myself from playing trainers too. So
Yeah, you play less trainers than me.
How many trainers do I? How many do I play in this actually? 3, 6. 6. I play 6 trainers, 3 rare candy, and 3 Pokemon communication.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rest is all supporters.
Okay, see if I wake up.
And you wake up.
Oh, no.
All right. Nice. I like this stuff. Okay. So this is what's going to happen. Oh, I don't know if I can do that then. Oh, so that may remove all damage. So I don't know if that means I can move as much as I want, or I have to move all of them.
Oh, the Blissey?
Yeah.
I think it's any Pokemon that's damaged, you have to remove all damage from it.
Move all damage counters from all of your Pokemon.
Yep.
So
And then does it say if after it?
if you do, discard all energy attached to those Pokemon.
Yeah. So if you move 4 damage counters off of this guy, you could just heal these 3 for free. And then these would be fine. They don't have to discard anything.
Yeah, but the thing is, I want to put 1 damage on Zekrom.
Oh.
So it's like, I have to move all damage or
Yes.
some of the. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the problem because I want 1 damage on Zekrom. And that will happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 4 damage here, and then I'm going to move 3 damage from that. So this should be at 5.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I want to do. Because Outrage does more damage when it has more damage on it.
Right.
So we're thinking. We're doing smart plays. And then I will use the Outraging for the knock of the out.
You did good, Cleffa. You slept your way through life.
I thought that was supposed to be Snorlax.
Yeah.
That should be a Munchlax, not a Cleffa.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there? I thought there was a big. No, there wasn't.
Yes, there is.
There is, but I don't think it had that sweet sleeping.
I'll have to double check after this.
Right.
So draw for turn.
Yep.
Attach. Let's put that there. I guess I will. Oops, no theory.
Okay.
Still haven't seen a Pignite. I've seen a bunch of Pokemon communications though.
Fair. Yep. Yeah, the Vileplume is deadly.
Leave that out.
Again, how did they finish these games for that time limit? I wonder if game 1 just like went right before time and then that was it.
Maybe, yeah.
Because the truth is very slow.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I should play this. I will outrage for
30?
20.
Oh, 20.
Just 20.
Sorry. That's right. Draw. Okay, so I need to put 100 damage on Zekrom, 110 damage on Zekrom to knock you out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm going to try and do. 50 here, so 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So I need 30 more damage. 20 here. Put 1, 3. Combine those 3s to a 6.
Yes.
Math.
Yeah, you're doing 130 now.
Yeah, so I would be doing. Okay. Do I want to attach energy? Problem is, I don't know who I would attach the energy to. That's the big problem. Yeah, then I think I have to outrage for the knockout here.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Get it, Magnemite.
Go, Magnemite, go!
Pokemon Collector.
Oh, God. Oh, you're just not finding the energy?
Yeah, now I don't. After that last oak, I don't have any energy now.
And none of it is lost earned, so
Right.
it's. Do you play an energy?
Yeah, there's one energy retrieval. I can't play it though.
Oh, that's true.
And there's one fisherman.
Ugh. This is just not good. I think this is one of the ultimate control decks.
Mm-hmm.
Ross Cawthorn was a genius.
You're not Cleffa.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure too I mean, this list wasn't complete until he got the Tropical Beach that was given out
Right.
that year's World. So it's weird. Like nobody saw this coming. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
because This wasn't a deck.
No.
I don't think. If it was, I'm not sure. I didn't play in this era.
I will beach for one.
Gross. Okay, I will draw. Good thing there's no hand limit in this game.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so now I'm going to move 6 damage counters from Zekrom onto Chansey. Because I only need 30 damage on Zekrom. I'm going to move 2 off Zekrom and put it onto Uniclus. 1 to 3. 3, 4, 5, you're not resistant to me or anything. Yep, and then I will outrage for the knockout.
Okay.
Are you just going to eke your way?
No.
Just eke.
You're not going to deck out, that's for sure.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, I got like 10 turns.
It's theoretically possible, but I'm not going to try it.
It's possible. It's just you have to stay asleep for like 15 turns.
Mm-hmm.
And by then, I'm just going to go, okay, Suicune Entei Legend, go in and get him.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, Rescue Energy.
Yeah.
So when Rescue Energy is on a Pokemon and that Pokemon gets knocked out, all the Pokemon go back into your hand. Right?
Yeah, discard all cards attached to that Pokemon. It's like Splash Energy for water Pokemon or Rescue Scarf.
Yep. So the Magnemite, Magneton, and Magnezone go into your hand when it's knocked out.
And yes, I will eat.
So are you going to wake up?
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I'm saying this. If you wake up, the game is over.
Yeah, pretty much.
So.
Nope.
You don't wake up. Okay. I will draw a card. You know, this whole time I've been looking for Vampy, and it's prized.
Oh, that's what you're looking for. Okay.
Yep. Well, that's why I was so sad earlier.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Just in case you decide to.
Sure.
Retreat, Magnezone, you need 3 energy.
Yep.
Do fun stuff. I will outrage for nothing.
Okay.
Or beach for nothing. Pick. You wake up.
Yep. Oh my goodness. A pig night.
Don't make me decide on things. That makes me so sad now. Why must you make me sad?
Cash return. Eek.
Oh,
Eek.
It's a necessity.
Eek. Again. Eek. Enough with the eek. Because you're eking me off.
I know.
Come on, stay asleep. This time I want you to stay asleep.
For whatever reason.
Yep.
Okay. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to draw. Yeah. So this is what's going to happen. Because it does 100 to that Pokemon.
Yep.
I'm going to attach retreat.
Okay. Overkill.
And then I'm going to... I can finally do this now. Actually... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to heal damage right now.
Are you sure?
I am 100% positive. All right, so I am going to use Torrent Blade, and I am going to knock out the Pignite on the bench. And then the 2 water energy come to my hand.
Yep.
And I will take my prize.
I'm still asleep.
You stay asleep.
That's pretty much game then, I think. I'm still asleep. Because that's only 1 retreat.
It is 1 retreat.
Yeah.
But again, do I want to retreat it?
I don't know. Catch. I can finally play Twins.
Okay.
For what? I don't know.
Energy? I don't know. I don't know what you would want.
Let's grab that. How about?
Okay. That way we each get our legend cards out.
Yep. I touched the wrong thing, but it's okay.
That's it's pretty bad to show the legend cards. You have to put both of them up on the screen.
I'm sure I'll find something that combines them. Because they printed like oversized cards of these together. So
Oh, did they?
I'm sure I can find an image of that.
Okay.
Magnetic draw for 2.
Okay.
2 cards I can't play.
All right. That's what I like to hear.
I'll beach for another 1.
Okay.
Let's see if I wake up.
You do. Well, now it's just a retreat. Oh, sorry. That's got to go away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just put damage onto Zekrom, and then I just outrage for knockout.
Yep.
Yeah. The plan was,
Mm-hmm.
if you somehow knocked out my Suicune Entei Legend,
Yeah.
I'd just bring up Zekrom, and then I just
Yeah,
knock
I
out
know.
Magnezone.
I know. I saw that. Yeah.
That's why I didn't heal.
Because I wasted too many turns not getting an Emboar.
Yeah. That's... I'm starting to think that... how did that deck win against this? It's like, he must not have gotten Bioplume.
Maybe. Yeah.
Which kind of totally kills, but... that was a long game.